Good evening, everybody. It's Jay Roberts here. Great to see you all out tonight. Of course, we're pretty excited to be introducing the speakers that we've got here this evening to come on and have a little talk with you. Rachel, are you there? Can you hear me okay?
Sure can.
Sure can. Hi, Rach. And so I'll introduce the guys, but we've got Dagan. Hi, Dagan.
Hey man, how you doing?
We're pretty good, man. We have Mr. MLSP himself, Brian Finale. You there, Brian?
What is up, Jay?
Yo. And the Queen herself is making another appearance for us. Of course, we're always delighted. Diane, are you there?
I am here, Jay and Rachel. Hello.
Hello. Now I've just had a message from Anchor. He's just having a little techie trouble, but he should be on shortly. So, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to kind of we want to give each of these guys a little opportunity to share some things with you. And what'll be kind of cool, I think, is if you start to put some questions into the question box, and I think that I can, it might be something specific for Brian, it might be something specific for Diane or Dagan or Anchor, but I'm going to get them to come on and sort of talk a bit about some of the stuff that they're going to be looking to share with you at Edinburgh, and then we'll answer some questions as well. And the main thing is that everybody gets to a real feel for these guys and gets some great value, because the collective knowledge of these people is just is unreal. There's a reason why we've strived so hard to invite only certain people that we want to bring into the UK. So let's just I'll just check my questions box. So yeah, just type in any questions there and put, if it's for somebody specific, then you can put that on here, and we can get a little, unscripted kind of thing going on. So we got a couple of things here for people, like awesome guys. Looking forward to seeing Mr. MLSP himself. Somebody's very excited that you're coming over, Brian. Oh, that's Nikki Price. Hi, Nikki. So, what I want to do, I'm going to bring Brian up first, actually, because been getting to know Brian more over the last sort of few months as I've started to dig into MLSP myself, because Rachel told me to. So, Brian, are you there? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Hey, great, mate.
Yes,
So just a little bit of background for everybody. I don't want to go sort of into the big deep story, but certainly just a little synopsis of your career up to this point, and just so people can get a feel from where you've come from.
Sure, man. And Nikki, real quick, I can't wait to meet you as well. Whatever these guys are doing, I talked to Rachel and Jay too, and the last one was phenomenal with Diane and Megan. So it's going to be fun. I cannot wait to meet you and everyone else over in the UK. And I'm not going to spend too much time here, but Jay, just a quick snapshot. I've been in the industry for like 7 years, guys. If you don't know my story, I'm one of the founders of MLSP, and that system, that community, I should call it, is fueled by leaders like Diane Hoffman and everyone. We ripped up some cool stuff, and we're doing some amazing things for the drivers and the leaders out there who are leveraging MLSP to drive it and just make this phenomenal, this portal that people from any network marketing company can come in now today and get training that I would just have filled for 7 years ago. When I got started, knew absolutely nothing. I spent the first 3 years struggling, trying to figure stuff out, and I actually ended myself up in about $30,000 in debt. And then I ran into Dillard, a couple of other leaders, and learned about attraction marketing and really just leading with value, building relationships up front, multiple income streams. And then once that is in place, to be able to effortlessly build your company, build your primary company on the back end, Well, once I learned that stuff, it took me about 8 or 9 months to build the websites. I'm not a programmer, I'm not a designer or anything. So I learned HTML, Dreamweaver, PHP, all this stuff that I don't recommend anyone do, because it took me, like I said, 8 or 9 months of the money stopped. Not that there wasn't any money, it was dead. There was nothing else coming in. Flipped the switch, man, and after embracing these production marketing principles, that first month was $30,000 in profit. So from about 3 years, $30,000 in debt, 1 month, doing it the exact same way that we teach inside of MLSP. We take out most of, or really all the possible technical hurdles that we can in the website creation side of it, and went down that path, man. It's been incredible ever since. About 2 years later, met our business partners. We've taken out, it was initially built for our network marketing teams, and we've taken out all of that stuff. It's completely generic. If you want more money, you want more leads, that's really what we do. And again, our community is really just fueled. The training's one thing, but the leaders inside, like again Diane, who will be on stage at the UK Summit 2, there's hundreds of them out there just creating success stories, man. And Dagan's been a trainer inside of our portal. He's got awesome stuff back there, same with Rachel. So that's a snapshot, man, in a 2-minute crash course. That's and I love what I do, man. This is freeing people, giving people a way out, get away from their jobs, live whatever the hell kind of life they want to be, man. That's what that's what I'm about.
Yeah, it is fantastic. I mean, I think that's one of the things that as I came in to start looking at MLSP, because Rachel made me, and that was the community.
You're
and
gonna let this go?
What? Look, I'm having therapy for this right now. Honestly, look, all I can tell you is I'm working through it, and I'm nearly over it. But I've just.
Jay, the irony is, Rachel, how big are you? How many stone are you? You're like this little tiny Rachel made
like
me.
7 stone.
Have you ever tried?
Rachel made me.
Have you ever tried to say no to Rachel? It's just not possible, man. But listen, I'm working through it. I'm working through it with Lynn. I've got probably 15 more hypnotherapy sessions, and she said I should be over it. But so one of the things I really love.
Sorry about that.
That's okay, man. No worries. The thing I really love is how everything that you do is for the good of the community that you've got. It's very community centric, and for everybody to flourish and edifying everybody that starts to make a move. I think that's an incredible thing that you've created. And of course, there's a reason that Dagan comes to do training. Rachel's so heavily involved. Diane's one of the biggest names in it. Is because of that community that you've created, and I think that's a big lesson for everybody. So when you're coming over in Edinburgh, what kind of things are you gonna be looking to share with the attendees at the live summit?
Right on, man. I am pumped because when you asked me, you and Rachel, I can't wait to meet guys. Just for everyone, I love the internet. I haven't met shaking hands with you guys. I cannot wait to do that. So when you asked me to come over there and speak for your team and your guys over in the UK, and I just went to the drawing board and I said, what is let's go back 6 to 12 months. What's the coolest thing that we've done? What is, at the end of the day, everyone on here wants to make money. I imagine that is aside from helping people, absolutely. But we're in business. We want to learn to have a profitable business that we can do whatever the heck we want to do, right? Whatever our goals are. So after going to the drawing board and just kind of masterminding and just taking a couple hours to center my thoughts on what can I provide your guys, the biggest number one thing that we've done personally with our system and with our products and system campaigns and everything is webinars, period. The thing that we right now are crushing it with, we've actually increased our revenue of over easily $100,000 a month by just doing at least one kind of sales product orientation thing via webinars. And there is a method, a madness, a script that we use. It is to a T, a way to absolutely just pump your business with profit. I don't even care if you have a product, you don't need one. What I'm going to show you, I don't care if you're brand new, it doesn't matter. I'm going to show you how to integrate Facebook and Twitter, right? Because there's two things to this. There's one, how to run a webinar to make a ton of money each and every time. and I've got a whole bunch of tricks up my sleeve. I'm going to show you how to do it from the start to finish, to get the energy up, to get people involved, to get them glued to the computer so that when you open the card, the buy now button, they come flourishing with their credit card. They're just ready to buy. There's a madness of even using this script outline blueprint. I'm going to give you everything about that. But then number 2 is, okay, cool, and now I know how to make money with webinars. Now what? Well, if you go out there and you look at everything, literally, it's either GoToWebinar, which I believe, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's $400 a month at the starter level these days, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not 100% sure. That's insane. For someone just getting started, there's absolutely no reason to pay that. We are actually birthing a software, and it's going to be ready in the UK, and I'm going to show you how to use it to start doing webinars right now, to charge people for webinars. If you know how to generate 5 leads or know somebody who does, you can charge people $5 to $10 for that webinar, get 20 people on, and that surges your business. That's cash flow right now. It's instant commissions with what I'm going to show you with what we've got set up. It's the software included, and trust me when I tell you, this is going to just change the way. It is going to be the place that people come if they want to start doing the live webinars. The automated guys, that's great, leverage, awesome. When you do live webinars, it's something special. It is like happening right now. It's you know, you can interact with people on it. The energy's up when you learn what I'm going to teach you on how to actually run the webinars. It's basically everything cultivated in the last 6 to 12 months that we've done to literally just a couple extra $1 million a year. I'm going to teach you, and not only teach you, but give you an opportunity to leverage something and implement something in your business starting immediately. With the software included, to surge your profit, to basically allow yourself to stay in the game. Even if it's, guys, a couple $100 a month, that is the springboard. Like, that allows you to hang, right, to learn more skills the next month, and then teach that and do webinars with those and move forward. And, you know, if you go 6 months down the line doing what I'm going to show you, you're going to look back, your business is going to be entirely different. I promise you that. So that, in a nutshell, and you know, that's essentially what I'm going to give you, and I guarantee it's going to change your business if you're hearing my voice. I promise myself.
I'm excited.
To be fair, I am. I'm coming. I wasn't even going to go, but I'm going now. Yeah, Rachel, can I have a ticket, please? You said I could have a ticket.
Sell them a VIP, Rachel. There's only a few left.
You said if I was a good boy, I could have a ticket.
Maybe.
That,
got another few weeks now.
That is just.
I'm pretty excited because it's like turning money out of thin air. So I can't wait to bring it to the UK, man, and show your team what's up, and hopefully change some lives. Well, definitely.
All right, that'll be just it. That'll be incredible. I can't wait to watch that presentation. I just can't wait. Fantastic, Brian. Thank you for sharing a bit about your story.
Cheers, man.
And I just, you know,
Andrew Murray, by the way, he pulled it off this Olympics, huh?
Yeah, he took care of Federer. Honestly, and my mate Titch is going to be very upset about Federer getting beat, but that's the way it goes. And Andy Murray, and you know,
one thing, man.
Sorry, mate, go on.
Last month, I was told that when he lost to Federer last month, you guys, everyone in England says he's Scottish, but this month, when he wins, now he's British.
Yeah, it's always the way it goes, Brian.
It is.
Every time.
To be fair.
A great win for Britain.
Yeah, we did.
When he loses, it's like the Scotsman has failed us all.
Yeah, that's really true. That is true. We had Greg Ruzetsky, who was actually Canadian but an adopted Brit, and when he started winning, all of a sudden he was completely British. Yeah, it is true. But it's interesting with Andy Murray, and I watched this. Like, as he went through Wimbledon, even though he lost the final at Wimbledon, his psychology had changed. The way he was playing, there was an inner calm about him under pressure. And I said to Natalie, he's not far away from breaking through. His mindset has shifted. And although he lost the final, look what happened in the Olympics. You can just see when somebody's gone over that little tipping point of the self-belief has just gone up that extra 1%. And I saw that with Murray, and now that's, you know, he's bearing the fruits of that extra bit of self-belief, which is just incredible. So I think that's a lesson for us all in everything that we do. So awesome stuff, Brian. Thank you very much. So who should we bring out next? Oh, it's great having a little bag of goodies. I'm just going to put my hand in the bag, pull out a number. Rachel, who should we do next, Rachel? I'm so like, I'm like a kid in a candy store. There's that great person, there's that great lady.
Let's get Diane on. She sounds like she's giggling away and ready to spill some beans. Are you there, Diane?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. My sound is funky, and I was busy looking at Jay's dolphins. What's the deal with the dolphins, Jay?
I tell you what,
Is there a hidden message?
that is such, do you know what, that is a great question, and I'm really, really glad you asked. Because I happened to be having a conversation with Lynn yesterday. I had the day with Lynn as we were planning our presentation for the summit, because we'll be presenting something together. And we were kind of talking about the internet marketing space and the home business space, and the term sort of sharks came up. The people that are taking your money, delivering bugger all, and people are worried about this kind of stuff. And I just said, well, isn't it a good job we're flying over the dolphins then? And she laughed and I laughed, and I thought that is cheesy as hell, but you know what? I'm going to go with it, and it's going to be coming out at the summit. We've flown the dolphins in for you. You don't need to swim with sharks. We got dolphins. So that's what that's about. Dolphins are friendly, fun, helpful, and they'll even rescue you if you're drowning. That's really cool.
And you can swim with us. You can swim with the dolphins. I should bring you my pictures of my daughter swimming with the dolphins, without a doubt.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
That's cool. So that's why the dolphins. So
I get it. I was wondering. I have to admit to you, I don't know of that many dolphins being around Scotland in the Loch Ness or whatever, but no, I get it.
We go up here, but you wouldn't want to go swimming with them.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Guys, I am, and hello everybody to all of my wonderful friends that I made at the last UK Summit. Shout out to all you guys. I got to work with so many of you. We had such an incredible time. I'm still enjoying all the wonderful memories, and I cannot wait to get on that plane and head back over. I'm just tickled about coming and that I was invited again, and especially about my company, because of course Dagan, I love working and traveling with Dagan. He's the greatest. He and his fiance, soon to be with him, are amazing people. Brian, I'm looking forward to having an incredible time hanging out and getting to know you so much better. We work together so closely, but I've never gotten to hang with Brian, so this is going to be a big deal. And Ankur, I'm so looking forward. I've followed your work for ages, so I'm so looking forward to it. And, Jay, I'm going to come back in, and what I want to focus on with the group, because I'm looking at the business here in the States right now. For those of you that haven't met me before, my name is Diane Hochman. I've been in the industry for 13 years, and I started with traditional network marketing, and then as the internet rolled out, I became an attraction marketing freak, and adopted all those methodologies that you hear about that we're coming over to teach you. But what I'm finding now is that so many years into teaching everybody about all these amazing concepts, we got a lot of people that are getting a little off base and a little confused. So I thought it would be really awesome to work on some fundamentals with people so that you don't get off track. As you go forward with using the internet to market your network marketing companies, we want to make sure that you're extremely sound in your practices so that you are developing the leads properly, so that you are generating these people properly, so that you are presenting to these people properly. Plus, you're learning how to create all kinds of secondary and tertiary income, because my feeling is one check is good, lots of checks is better. I don't know about you guys, but that's my kind of thing. So
I couldn't agree more.
I'm all about the checks. No, I don't mind when the money comes electronically, but I got to be. That's why I like MLSP to send me a check. I got mine today. Thank you, Brian Finale. I love you guys. But I like the checks. I like the PayPal payments. I like any kind of payment that they'll send me. Mama needs a new pair of shoes, as we say. But I really want to focus in on this whole thought processes and fundamental thought processes so that you are absolutely 100% sure that you stay 100% on track and we keep you in profit mode. One of the things that I say to my team all the time that they kind of get sick and tired of hearing, Jay, it's like, mother, they're like, oh, Mom, please stop. they'll come to me and they'll be all excited about this they're doing or that they're doing. And the first thing I say to them is, that an income generating activity? And they kind of roll their eyes or sigh at me and go, okay, I'll stop. Because we all want to, back in the day we call it rearranging our desk. I don't know if you guys ever did that. It's like, oh, I'm ready. I have a new 90-day plan. I think I'll rearrange my desk today. Now it's, I think I'll make my blog pretty and sparkly, or I'll create a new capture page or whatever. And all those things are critical, but we really have to keep our eye on the ball. What is an income generating activity? What's going to put cash flow in our pockets? When we make cash flow, how do we parlay that into gobs of residual income? And I did say gobs. Do you guys use that term, Jay? Gobs?
Yes.
Is that appropriate?
Yes, it's very appropriate. Are you kidding? With my language? Are you kidding me? You're cool with gobs.
Gobs.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, I have a special request when I come over, and I'm open if anybody has a question or anything. But you guys did a fine job of training me up, and I'd like to put a special thank you out to Richard, who gave me a fine job on training me up on all the UK lingo. I'm hoping that there's some Scottish things that I'm not aware of, and that's what I'm up for. I want lessons over a pint. I've learned to drink Guinness, and I'm darn proud of it. So, okay, lingo lessons.
It's going to be. It's whiskey. It's whiskey heaven up there. So guys, Dagan's going to be like.
I know.
Dagan's going to be all over it.
Rachel bought Dagan some whiskey and we drank it all up. But darn, it was good. Dagan, I owe you bad. But it was so good, and he was kind enough to share.
We had that great evening.
That was a fun night,
didn't we?
Let me say one last thing before I turn it back over. It was a good time, right? Before I turn it back over to you guys, come to this event to learn. Come to this event to invest in yourself. Come to this event to be on the cutting edge ahead of the rest of the continent, okay? I'm not talking about the UK alone. I'm talking about the whole continent of Europe. The people that are coming to teach you are cutting edge and the top people in the industry. So come for that reason, but also come to lift a glass with us. Come to have fun. And Rachel will give you details of the VIP party. That's where you want to be. This event, I'm thinking it's gonna keep growing, and this is the second time, and people know about it and have talked about it. So you want to make sure you get into the VIP and get Finale in the corner and grill him. He'll dump all his secrets if you buy him a drink, and that's what I hear anyway. I've heard that. And you guys, come to have a good time and learn both in the classroom, in the seats during the event, but then learn. My favorite part of the event was when we went afterwards into the pub and into the, the hotel restaurant, and I don't know about our accommodations this time. Rachel says they're amazing.
Yeah, they're amazing.
We're excited. But that part of the event, I dare say, was just, it was so important because that's when we were sitting over a snack, really getting down into the nitty gritty. And Rachel, you guys got good fish and chips up there or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I've only had them down, where Jay took me. It was good. So I'm excited about
we could
that.
Find a place that does fried market.
Guys, if I were you and I were in the position, I was somebody who started to learn about this before the rest of the crowd. I would say that I wouldn't be where I am today if I hadn't acted early, if I hadn't taken the shot, if I hadn't said this is my chance to get with people who know what they're doing. And, Brian mentioned Mike Dillard. I got to, I traveled to sit with a man named Mike Dillard and have conversations about marketing among many other people that I got to meet. This is your shot over in the UK to do that and be ahead of the curve and be in the front of the pack. So
yeah,
definitely can't wait to see you guys there. I'm excited.
I absolutely couldn't agree, and I love that. I think that was I think the foundations, and it's so it's so non-hypey. It's very real. It's real skills and real foundations that build a real business. The reason that we ask the particular types of people to come that we ask is because it isn't the hypey get rich in a click kind of stuff. It's real proper foundations, and as you're going to see from the presentation that I'll be doing with Lynn as well, one of the other areas that that we really want to address is getting people into the mindset so they can actually use the information, working on their belief system, so that they feel like, you know what, I can do that, and so they can carry that forward to actually put the training into action properly. So it's kind of like covering all of the bases of, like, you're going to get great training, then we've got support afterwards, and getting people into the zone of actually using the stuff so it changes their life. It's so important, and I love that. And you did such an amazing job at the first summit. And Diane did a 12-week summer school after the first summit, and every single person that was on that summer school has just said how amazing it was. I mean, people were knocking me back for meetings and webinars. No, we can't. We're on Diane's training, and I'm like, what? Is that still going on? But how many weeks is she doing? She's giving way too much value. She's killing us. So, and they absolutely...
We had fun.
They did. They had a great time. They got entertained. They got world-class training, and they're all changed because of it. You can't ask for more than that, because you know, because it's after the event, and now you've got to carry on and deliver that promise, and you did. And I think that's hugely important. It's hugely, and in fact, it's everything in the end. You know, so for that, absolutely fantastic. So
Next start of our goodie bag.
who should we go into the bag for? Anchor, you're there. Anchor, can you hear me?
Yeah, man, I'm there. Yep.
Hey,
Man, Anchor.
Hey,
there he is, the main man. How are you, Anchor? You well?
What's up?
You doing okay? What?
Good, man. Good, yes. How are you guys?
We're-
Rocking and rolling, I can already see that.
Yeah, we're doing fine, mate. We're doing fine. It's late for you there, isn't it? Has it gone midnight where you are?
Oh, kind of, Dagan knows it very well. I'm kind of used to this stuff, yeah.
He's a trooper, man. He does it.
Yeah, good. Do it now before children come, because that changes the whole game with those 1 a.m. jobs. I'm telling you. You can forget 1 a.m., 2 a.m. webinars when the kids come, man. Anchor. So Anchor is the #1 internet network marketer in India, and we had a bit of a chat earlier on today, and the last that I had sort of checked in, Anchor had built like a downline of 33,000 people in something like 20 months. And he said, actually, by the time I finished, and I don't know the time scale, it ended up at 100,000. And I'm like, my eyeballs just sort of popped out and hit my laptop. And so, Anchor, just to give a bit of a brief background as to how you got into the industry, you know, then your explosive success, and just to give people a little bit of a backstory about who you are and where you've come from.
Awesome. Hey, everybody. This is Ankur Agarwal here from New Delhi, India. That's the capital of the country. I am so excited and so pumped up, first of all, to be on this call, and definitely looking forward for the event. I have never been to Europe in my whole life, any place in Europe. So yeah, this will be an exciting stuff, fortunately for me, to travel to all the way to Scotland and perhaps visit the whole place and hang around with all of you guys. And yeah, looking forward to meet you, Dagan, once again. It was cool hanging out with you in Singapore. And Brian, buddy, I'm so looking forward to have drinks with you again. It was again fun in Singapore. And
yeah, we saw
yeah.
some videos from that event in Singapore and Dagan. And it turned out pretty well.
What was that? I think we all were eating that fruit called durian. Oh my god. We should never try that. And Diane, I'll be pumped up to meet you. And I've been following you. Yeah, I think back from the days since 2008. Once I started to follow Mike Dillard, so he used to kind of refer you a lot on a lot of his emails and on Better Network or website and all. So yeah, that'll be very exciting. So guys, back to my story. I think this December I'll be completing my 6th year in the industry. I've already completed about 5.5 years now. Out of that, about 4.5 years has been full-time now. And when I got started in this industry, I was working in a software company in India, fresh out of college, got campus picked in a software company. Job was good, used to make about $500 a month, which kind of used to get finished by, middle of every month. And, had all that credit card stuff and a lot of loans and all that stuff. And the way I got involved in this industry was funny. One day I was surfing the internet and an email landed into my email box saying that, earn some money from the internet. And that time I will do anything to make even $100 extra a month because I needed money so badly. And so I followed that email, talked to the person, and next thing I knew, I was invited to an Amway home meeting. I went to that meeting and signed up into Amway, and that's how my journey into the world of network marketing began. Was in Amway for about close to a year and never made any money in that year. But then, learned a lot of good stuff. Was exposed to the whole training culture, and the biggest thing I'll say is I got a dream in that 1 year. I got that. I knew that now, yes, there are people who are making it big in life, and I was getting a chance to hang around with them. So that dream to make it big in life was perhaps born in that first 1 year. And I got exposed to some amazing books, books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Business School by Robert Kiyosaki, Magic of Thinking Big. And I was like, where was I till this point in time in my life? For the first 23 years of my life, I was all about, reading comics and Superman, Archie's, X, Y, Z. But the last 5 years has been heavy personal development. So those are the things kind of, they gave me that dream, and they kept on just pumping me every single day. And I was hungry for success, was not able to break through in the traditional hardcore offline company. And fortunately, that time, one of the US-based companies, which was a kind of a technology company, it was starting out in India, and one of my friends recommended it to me. I had a look at the product and all, and kind of got started with that. And that was the time, since the product was online, I started to actually surf internet. 5 years back, I never even used to surf internet, forget online marketing. So, but I started to surf internet, and that was the time, started to do everything possible to build my business. Started off with, posting free ads on so many online websites and all that stuff. That also worked, by the way. And in the process, got exposed to the whole attraction marketing concept with guys like Dagan, Mike, and the whole MLSP crew and all. And I was like, I was able to get the big picture of the whole industry. The breakthrough moment for me was when I realized, it was somewhere I was reading, I think it was in Dillard's Attraction Marketing and one of the other guys. And it clearly told me that if you want, make it big in this industry, just focus on sponsoring people who are already in the industry. That is, focus on sponsoring existing network marketers. And that was one breakthrough moment which kind of clicked onto me. And since that point, 4 years back till today, every single moment which I have spent online and offline has been kind of, when it comes to personal sponsoring, is to sponsor existing network marketers. And slowly I started generating leads and all. Had some amazing success back in the days of Google AdWords. They don't work anymore for our niche of internet marketing, network marketing. But yeah, back in 2008, 2009, they were super cool. Today you can perhaps do the same stuff with Facebook ads. So I used to generate heavy leads and did a lot of email marketing. And in my particular case, I had little issues in terms of India is not a country where a lot of people buy, things online. So the whole attraction marketing and selling products and all was not working for me. But then I was able to talk to a lot of my leads because I was capturing their phone numbers, and slowly I started to sponsor people. And to cut the whole long story short, I started to sponsor people. It took me about a year, close to a year, to build a team of about 10,000 people. And next year, this team went to about 33,000 people. And I say in this business, it's a game. At every step, the skill set which is required is pretty much different. When I was building a team of my first 100 people, it was a kind of a different ball game. From 100 to 1,000, it was a different ball game. From 1,000 to 10,000, you kind of develop automatic additional skill sets. It was different, and then to 33,000. And by the time you have those kind of figures, if you can do some basic duplication stuff right, you can perhaps see explosive growth. And I think in the next 15 months, those team of 33,000 perhaps kind of touched over 100,000 plus people. So I lived the dream, made a lot of money in the process, went from earning $500 a month to making multi-millions of dollars, and have been ever so, living the network marketing dream. And so till about a year back, I was involved in the network marketing company. Then I had a dream of kind of why not start my own network marketing company, and so I'm kind of back to the trenches now, rebuilding everything again. And getting excited, back to the basics, doing a lot of stuff.
It's just it's wow numbers, really, isn't it? I mean, it's crazy duplication that you obviously had going on there, and like we spoke earlier, that you was using a mixture of techniques and attracting the leads in and using lots of different media and stuff to build the relationships with them and bring them into the business, which is just, I think that's a great message as well. It's like that you used a lot of traditional mix with technology, which is really cool. So, Anka, what are you planning on coming to teach at Edinburgh? Give people a little taste of the adventure you're going to be taking them on.
Yeah, that should be good. As I discussed with you, Jay, earlier, I guess a lot of you guys who will be there in the summit, you are kind of into, hardcore network marketing, perhaps 70 to 80% of the crowd. So what I have planned is perhaps a couple of things. First, I really want to go in detail of what exactly I did in that period of 4 years, which kind of helped me to go from scratch to build a team of over 100,000 plus people. And that pretty much involves, a lot of things, right from lead generation offline and online to converting those leads. Most of my success came from, it was not automatic at all for me. It was always on recruiting on the phone and then, recruiting using hotel meetings and all that stuff. So I guess it would be a good topic to cover with you guys in terms of how to do, right kind of hotel meetings, how to set up duplication systems, which will really help your teams to explode. One thing is recruiting 100 people, one thing is recruiting 1,000 people in a week. So for that, you need specific systems in place happening perhaps in different parts of your city, and then you go, city by city, cover the whole country, and then how you launch your teams internationally. At the peak of my career, I had teams in about close to 15 odd countries, India, Asia, and different parts of Middle East. So all that is pretty exciting stuff, and I guess that'll be a good topic for everyone to hear. So I will name it something like perhaps my journey from 0 to 100K.
Yeah,
that should be good.
That sounds pretty good to me. What do you think, Rach?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to just seeing everything that everyone's going to share. Got some crazy stories. Just such a great combination of skills as well, amongst the speakers. Yeah.
Just amazing. Anka, thank you very much for coming on tonight and knowing how late it is for you. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you. So I've only got one ball left in this bag. No, I don't mean that in a rude way. It must be the king. King, are you there?
Be nice.
I'll be nice.
Yeah, how you guys doing?
Very good, man. Very good. Can't wait to see you in a few weeks. How's the wedding preparations? I'm sure that you've had loads to do with getting the wedding ready.
Yep. Yesterday we did the wedding tasting. We're good on the appetizers, or not the the appetizer and the dessert, but the main course was a little bit bland, so got a little bit of work there to do.
Yeah.
Tell him. Yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along.
Tell him to. Great to see you guys newly married. So fantastic. And it's so cool of you guys to come over just after your wedding.
Yeah, we're getting married. So if there's any reason for you guys to come and hang out up in Scotland, it's Kim and I are getting married on September 1st. If she doesn't mess up, you know, she has to treat me right. All
right, now I gotta say something.
You knew Diane. You knew Diane would come in there, man.
I love Kim. Kim, I'm on you. I got your back, honey.
How cool was she though when we were talking about the dates for the summit? She said, "Well, we're getting married on the 1st, and then we'll be on honeymoon." I said, "Well, it's this date." She said, "Oh, we'll just change the honeymoon." You know, it was just she was just so cool. It's like, yeah, whatever. We'll just swing by Edinburgh for a week. That's cool. You know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm excited. First off, I want to say, guys, I've been all over the place this year. I mean, it must be the most traveling year I've ever had. And doing the first event with you guys, first of all, I was so proud of you guys, seeing you guys develop. And secondarily, it was my most fun event I've done in the last year.
Hey.
I just...
Yeah. Anchor, you'll realize when you come over how much fun we are.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Hey, Brian, you give me the run of the show and let me get drunk in front of the crowd for like 3 days in a row, then your event can be the most fun.
I didn't know it went down like that.
That's the kind of show we run here, you know. That's how it rolls.
Cheers.
Yeah, no. But honestly, it was a pleasure. It was fun. I couldn't wait to get back and do it again with you guys. And now it's right around the corner. So I'm super excited, and I'm super excited because of the group of people you got put together here. Big Brian Finale, Miss Diane back again, and Jay and Rachel, of course, and Anchor, man. I can't wait to. I actually just saw Anchor. We were hanging out in Singapore. Maybe
10 days back.
Just 10 days?
Yeah.
About 3 weeks. About 3 weeks. So
3 weeks, yeah.
It's good to bring him over, and if you guys haven't heard from Anchor, man, you're gonna be blown away. Every time I talk to him, I learn something new. So you're just gonna be blown away. So it's just an amazing mix of people that you guys are bringing to the stage, and people are gonna leave so buzzing, so excited. I can't wait to come over.
Yeah, it's gonna be. The first one was amazing, and already, you know, I'm even more excited about this one. You know, even more value and just absolutely brilliant stuff. So, Dagan, give us a little hint as to what you're going to be sharing in Edinburgh. You've got a little sneak peek of the pack, so to speak.
Yeah. First, let me. I'm not sure if everyone here has kind of met me out there on the internet before, so wanted to just share a couple quick things background-wise. Is that cool?
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Awesome. So, guys, my name's Dagan. Dagan Smith. I live in Washington, D.C., and I became a internet marketing addict, an online marketing addict back in 2004. And I haven't gone to a meeting yet. You know, they won't get me to go to, like, what do they have, like Alcoholics Anonymous and stuff like that? They'll never get me in a meeting. My addiction's never going away. I'm keeping it for the rest of my life. And when I look back, guys, in terms of myself and my own development, the magic for me has every single time my life has taken another sort of evolution, it's been because I've been at an event. The way that I was first introduced to the internet back then was I was desperate and broke and ended up at a Holiday Inn at a real estate meeting because I saw people that, you know, I said, man, if those guys can make money, then maybe I can too. Got me into a room with a bunch of people. I was embarrassed. I didn't know what was going on. But in that event, a little short, fat, bald guy, I don't know his name, but God bless that guy, most passionate person I've ever seen. That guy changed my life. He started to talk about the internet, and I was in. That's how it started for me. So if this is your first event, I can't even fathom the things that could come about within your life. You couldn't imagine. If you had taken me back when I was 24 and said, hey, Dagan, here's what your life is going to be like. You're going to be flying to Singapore, Malaysia on the fly, and hanging out in London and Peterborough and then in Scotland, right? And all over the place, I would have called you crazy. But I went to one little event in 2004, and all of a sudden, here I am helping people create success. I could go through so many meetings, but I'll just say it like this. Every single evolution in my business has come directly from something that was associated with an event that I went to. So, if you're on the fence right now, you shouldn't be. Because as soon as you get in the room and you sit down and you get a chance to high five all of us and learn some cool stuff that can make you a lot of money, you never go away from an event having it been a bad idea. It's always so much more valuable than you could anticipate before you get there. So that's just me and about events. It's getting to events has served me well, made me lots of money, and so I'm always happy to come back and contribute. Now, to your question, what am I going to talk about? There are a few things that I think are very important as far as marketing is concerned, regardless of what industry you're in. And there are unique things that if I can help to empower the audience with them, each individual that comes and participates and plays all out, they'll go back to their business no matter what it is and win. When I look back, there's really only a few things that set you apart and make you a tremendous amount of money above and beyond the average. If you can learn to tell your story and influence and inspire people with your story, it's a game changer. I'm going to show you how to do that in a way that I'm pretty sure no one else can or will, and it'll put a lot of money in your bank account. Number two, we're in an interesting age when it comes to online marketing and network marketing, where just as you guys were talking about earlier, you're talking about all these launches and all these kind of like, I don't know, what would you call them, sharks?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where there really are, quote unquote sharks out there swimming in the sea, and they come in and they do their thing and they're out. And it's an interesting thing that it's not going to work anymore. What I can see as the ultimate advantage that I can help you guys to obtain is to really think about and use trust-based marketing to not just create money or income or profits or recruits now, but to learn to leverage it and use just little simple things that you can do to create more trust in your business, to create a real asset, to create real equity in your business that lasts for years and years and years. And I say it like this. Here's what I mean. This is something that I focused on very, very intently, in a very concentrated way. And when I look back, let's say 5 years ago, I can go back and look at some of my customers. I have customers that have been on my list and bought things or joined my team when I was in home businesses 5 years ago. It's still our great customers today that have over that time period been worth tens of thousands of dollars. If you're just going to come in like a shark and jump in and leave with a little bit of money, you're not adding value to the world. But if you can tell your story and build your business around trust, you're going to create a lot of equity. And you're going to create some really valuable customers no matter what you're doing. That's going to serve your life and your business for a very long time. So I'm going to focus on that. And then finally, the most important thing, you can't just tell your story to nobody or create trust with air, is I'm going to show you guys how we drive lots of traffic online using newsletter media specifically. But let's just say like this. I'm going to show you guys how to get a lot of leads fast. Just opening up our business and showing you exactly what we do, the way we do it. So I'm always an open book. Whatever you guys need, just ask, and I'll make sure to show or share or give whatever it is you need. And I'm excited to do it.
Sounds fantastic. I'm scribbling notes. Hang on a second. I really am scribbling notes. Okay. I'm back.
I just got back from Singapore, and just seeing how one of my students, Jazz, has created just this phenomenal trust-based business, doing live workshops. It's just, once you see this all across the world and you learn to leverage it to your advantage, man, it's the best win-win-win. Everybody wins when you treat everyone right, and there's space to let go of all the weird sort of trickery and just be good to people and make good money for it. And that's what I want to really inspire you guys with and show you how to do. So yeah, I'm done ranting. That's pretty much what I got.
That's awesome. And I think everybody's got to agree. There's one core trait that all four people are exhibiting, which is integrity. And I think that's huge. You know, in a time where, you know, people are getting a little bit sick of the same old. You've got people looking to deliver real value and build proper communities. And when you've got a community, that means you're constantly in there serving that community. It's not a hit and run. It's an in for the long haul. We're in it together, you know, and that's the difference between what these guys do and what these guys build, and what a lot of the, you know, get in, get out kind of get rich in a click folks are selling. That's why we talk to these people. That's why we learn from these people. That's why we're bringing them over here for you guys, you know, because we've built, you know, Rachel and I have built up trust with our communities, you know, combined and individually over time, and you know, you can't risk that. You can't jeopardize that relationship just for the sake of a few quid. It's a crazy move. So it has to be the right people, and that's why these people are here. That's why these people are here. So I mean, just listening to what everybody's going to be sharing, you see how many different things are going to be there, but everything kind of entwines quite brilliantly to help you create more incomes from the skill sets, multiple income streams, while still continuing to grow and rapidly grow in these cases your primary network marketing business, if that's what you've got going on. So absolutely fantastic, guys. Thank you very much. So are you guys okay for like another 10 minutes or so? Are you Brian, guys, are you all okay for 10 minutes if we can get some questions in?
I'm okay.
Yeah. Guys, think about what's been talked about from each of the speakers tonight, and it could be something that you've got. There's a question that you want to pose to one of them, or just to throw out to the group or something. But just take the opportunity just for 10 minutes just to ask something. Okay.
I can't see any, so I can't.
Sorry, that's okay. I've got it here. Sorry, Rach. Okay, this is a really good. I think this is a great question from Vinod, actually, and it is one that does get thrown in. So I'm going to throw this out to everybody, of course. So if Vinod has put, I don't understand the concept of recruiting people who are already in the business. Is that integrity? Guys, I'm going to throw that out to whoever wants to step in, because I think it's a really good question.
Should I answer that?
Yeah, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Vinod, my friend, you know, the way I see network marketing industry, it's, I don't know the exact numbers in terms of turnover. It's a $200 billion industry now, I guess. And, you know, there are so many companies, good and bad, you know, every day something or the other is happening, and people do make shifts from one company to another for various reasons. At times it could be the fault of the company, because companies do go out of the business. So in that case, if you are recruiting a person like that, trust, you know, guess what, I guess you are doing him a favor, because now you're perhaps offering him a great new opportunity. That's one. Many times what happens is people have talents, but due to something or the other, maybe it's because of the wrong upline, maybe it's because of the wrong team culture, or, you know, all that stuff which happens, they are not able to achieve success, and in some other place, if they get the right upline, they get the right system to plug in, you never know. The person who was failing could be the next superstar. How I see things as, when a person who is already involved in network marketing industry, means that's my priority always, he has already kind of at least gone to the basics. So to me, individually as a person, I do save a lot of my time, because in business, after a while, your biggest asset is time. I do save a lot of my time when it comes to training and all that stuff. This is a kind of double-edged sword also. A lot of people who are like, we call them typical MLM junkies. They jump from one company to another company every 90 days to 6 months. They might just join your team and rise to the top, and then next year or 6 months down the line, they are in another company. So kind of these things do happen, and you have to be prepared for it. But in the long run, when you get like 10, 2 or 3 do turn out to be good leaders, and the rate at which they move, that kind of gets very, very fast. That's my individual take on that. That's all.
Yeah, thank you. And I think it is a good point. Is that actually, a lot of network marketers are struggling for support, training, etc. And are looking for that help. And like you say,
certainly wouldn't have. Sorry.
No, go on, Rach.
You're like lagging behind me. But I certainly wouldn't have had the success I've had if I didn't start looking for something else. Like, there's so many people that are looking for an upline, like Anchor said, or a system, just support and training on how to do it. If I'd stayed and tried to make my original company work for me, I'd probably still be stuck making no money. I would have given up. There's always people looking for something that fits their needs better.
Yeah, and it's,
you just want to be in front of for when they're looking.
Yeah, and it's people that actually have already accepted network marketing as a great model, so they might not even be in anything. I'm amazed at how many people on my UK only network marketers list are not in an opportunity right now, but they're still out there looking for, training skills. They're still reading stuff. They're still, lurking around. So, I was flabbergasted that it was almost as high as like sort of 30% of the active list that weren't actually in anything, but had been in something before. So, there's that point too. Vinod, I hope that's answered your question. I think it was a great question, so thank you for asking that. Rachel, you're going to love this one. This is from Jonathan, okay? To the group. When promoting myself, I am true to myself, but I feel that I get judged because I have tattoos. Do you feel I should cover my tattoos up when I promote myself and my MLM business? So, Rachel, what would we say to somebody that said you should not be on stage with your tattoos? And I'll give you a clue. The second word is off.
Yeah, that's what Jay would say.
it would
but
be.
Yeah, Jonathan, about a year and a half ago, I had the same situation. I was in like this partnership with someone making an info product together, and I said that one of my big kind of dreams in my online career was to speak at one of the US events, like Live the Dream that's happening in October. And he said to me, and we'd already had these issues about, I should take out my tongue piercing when I'm doing videos and stuff, and I should hide it because it's not, almost in that trying to please everyone all the time kind of thing. And the reason I got into this industry was I was sick fed up of that. And I mean, I have like a flowery tattoo. I've got a massive one on my back, so you don't see it, but flowery tattoo on my wrist, and somehow it's expensive in jobs. I had to wear long sleeve shirts in the summer. Just stupid stuff that I thought. This is where I'm going to come and be myself, attract people that, are open-minded, looking for a different lifestyle, looking to be themselves. It doesn't matter if they don't like tattoos. If they see someone that is being themselves, they're going to realize they can too and still make money and not have to do it in this job, situation. And of course, a year later, we did our first. Jay and I did our first event. I met Jay because I kind of knew him a little bit from Facebook. And just one day asked him if what he thought about this whole situation, and he was the one that said, I'd tell them to F off. And I pretty much did. I left that partnership, and a year later, we were doing our own event. So the first event I ever spoke at with my tattoos in the show. A year later was our own event, and then this year, Brian has invited myself and Jay to talk at the Live the Dream event in Dallas as well. And I'm pretty sure, Brian, I don't think you all had to sit down and have a discussion if it was going to be okay, if it was going to be offensive to the crowd to have me there with a tattoo. So, Jonathan, just be yourself, and it works like a charm. Just to be you, it attracts,
Absolutely.
the right kind of people.
Authentic, mate. Be authentic to your true self. People know when you're trying to be something you're not. It ruins everything. And tattoos. I think tattoos are great. I think they're super cool, and it's much happier. It's so much easier just being yourself. You don't have to remember anything.
Yeah.
So show your tattoos, mate. Be proud. That's who you are, and that's what people will follow.
There's actually a video, Jonathan, if you want to look online, just like search Rachel McGregor tattoo or something, and there's this video where I just like stick my tongue out and show my tattoos off. It's all about being yourself. It was a pretty fun video.
Awesome
question. Great
question. Okay, Brian, this one will be aimed at you, mate, if that's cool. This is from Selena.
Do it.
This is from Selena. She says, are there enough other networkers out there? Like, if we all join MLSP, aren't we just going round in circles?
Yeah, great question, Selena. Was it Selena?
It is Selena, yeah.
Selena, hey, Selena. Yeah, Selena, I didn't, Anchor, I think, just said it was a two, what did he just say this industry did a year? Two, what? I didn't even know that.
200 billion or something.
Was it 200? Yeah, I thought it was like 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was up around that range. Selena, there is absolutely no, when people say competition at all, this is completely goes away. The pond is so big, there's so many fish. And at the end of the day, Selena, MLSP is so much more. First off, it's not company specific, and I'm not going to sit here and picture that MLSP right now, maybe at the event. But no, this is literally it's just like a training portal where you get access to guys like Megan and Diane and the Anchor Caliber and Rachel, all these guys. We come in here and we teach the generic strategies and we give you the websites, the tools, and the trainings. But here's the deal: it kind of piggybacks off the last question. If you are generating leads and they, if you're doing network marketing leads, home business, and they're in love with their company, this is what I did for 3 years. Once they saw what I was doing and they had a company or they weren't interested in mine, which is about 90%, 95% of the people you talk to, if you don't have an ace in your pocket, that relationship is done. They unsubscribe from your list. That's it. There's no value there. They saw the opportunity, they don't want it, or they've already got one. And unless you have some value, right? Some people always want to generate leads. They always want multiple income streams. They want more cash, like the analysts, anything different. In this day and age, I think it's not very intelligent to just have one income stream because, God forbid, the rug gets pulled out from under your feet, you're left with nothing, and that's your primary source of income because you're able to get out of your job, but for whatever reason, it's taken away from you. That's all you're banking on. That is a dangerous place to be. So with MLSP, with multiple income streams, there is no saturation because you can provide value in infinite ways through MLSP on top of building your primary company. It really is with the site creator back there. There's no ceiling, and as creative as you want to get with making money online, we can give you kind of the roadmap, or at least like a track to run on, and we'll teach you how to do it right. So it's not really about MLSP signups. It's not really about primary company signups. It's not about affiliate marketing. It's all that stuff is like utilizing that stuff as tools to build you, to build your brand, and use MLSP as an exposure tool, because that's what we do. We develop leaders. Here, that's what we do. So there's no ceiling, there's no saturation, and with the hundreds of millions of people every single day searching for some type of other way to make money. Like, this is the economy upside down. I'm Euro, you guys know what's going on. Like, people are hurting and they're looking and they're raising their hand, and if you can just get in front of them, you're going to make money.
That's fantastic.
There's
It absolutely did. Selena's already put like, okay, that's great, thank you. So that's answered her question brilliantly. So absolutely fantastic. I've got loads of people coming in with the, hey, I'm glad he asked that tattoo question. I'm having the same trouble. There's loads coming in. There's even one saying, heck, I'm getting a tattoo. I might get one done especially from Adam. Yeah, go rock it. You know, get the tattoo on. I think I'm going to have a tattoo of Bang Tidy running down my left arm. I think I'm going to see if I can get that ready for the summit. You know, so. Yeah, Adam's saying I'm not telling you where. Adam, we don't want to know where you're getting that tattoo, man. It's oh yeah, it's just after 9 actually. We're okay. It's just after 9. Well, in the UK anyway. Guys, I think that's just I think that's fantastic. Like ton of great questions there as well. So you know, thanks for the people that asked those. I love it when there's some really great questions to come out, and the answers, of course. I hope have really helped. So, guys, we're now opening up the ticket zone. Now, I kind of dropped a little bomb on the guys. So, but each of the speakers on, I don't know if they're going to be able to step in and say what bonus they're going to be able to throw in. But each of them is going to deliver a value training bonus to help you. So, bottom line now. This is open. We've got a video up there with the attendees from the first summit, and you know, you see how excited they were and how much fun we had, and how much they learned. So it's the Internet MLM Summit.co.uk/buy BUY. You can head straight to that page. Now we've got the 2 days, which is going to be the Friday the 14th and Saturday the 15th of September. And we're really bringing some unbelievable content into the 2 days. So there is going to be plenty of breaks. Your teas and coffees through the day are included. We've got your lunch included again, and we're going to have a morning session, an afternoon session, and then we're bringing in an evening session this time as well. But we're still going to have enough time to get in the bar. Don't you worry. There'll still be plenty of time for the bar, but just lots of proper breaks, so you can recharge the batteries, mingle with everybody, get into the atmosphere, and get tons of training through the day, and just really make the most of that 2 days. And we're bringing that all together. Now, Rachel, we've also got, like, one of the things like was the VIP evening that we did. It was 400 for the VIP evening was like £497 for the VIP sort of experience, and that was a meal out in the evening. We had such a great time, but this time we're going even further. So, Rach, do you want to just give a little bit of an outline to that to the VIP day, which would be the Sunday the 16th, and exactly what that's entailed?
Of course. So we decided this year. I keep saying this year, it just feels like we've done a lot since the last
I know, it does feel like a year, doesn't it? But it's not.
At this summit, we're going to do a full day. Yeah. At this summit, we're going to spend a whole Sunday, just 20 people. We actually only have, I think, less than 15 VIP tickets left. There's just going to be 20 people in the room, along with myself, Jay, our 4 speakers. Also, Lynn is going to be there as well. She's amazing. You guys that met her last year, she just was doing like these mass chill out sessions at the end of each day, and they were really cool. I don't think there was one person in there who didn't enjoy what she was doing. So Lynn will be there too, and we're really going to get hands-on in this day, really look at your own individual businesses. I mean, you've got, I think we're going to have about 10 speakers to 20 people. So we're going to have loads of help to work with you all individually and one-on-one. Plus, we roped everyone into showing you something from their business that they haven't shared, you know, elsewhere. So a little insight into their business and stuff you can do, which is hard to teach, you know, to masses that really need one-on-one training. So it's going to be a cool all-day Sunday event. So, you know, intimate, hanging out with everyone. And then in the evening, we're going to head off to a fantastic restaurant, and I think it's called the Whiskey Rooms. I went down to see it in Edinburgh in June. Fantastic place. Obviously, lots of whiskey to test out as well while we're at the meal. And yeah, fantastic Scottish food as well. I was adamant on making sure there was a place that had haggis on the menu.
Yay!
If you don't want to try it, I'll be having it. It's my favourite dish. So we'll all be hanging out there, hoping to ourselves in the restaurant, hang out, have drinks, good times, and then we're going to take you down into the underground streets of Edinburgh. We can see, like, it's called Mary King's Close for anyone that wants to look it up. It's so amazing. I've been there loads of times. I used to live in Edinburgh. To take any of our guests over, the first thing I show them, just this amazing underground street. You know, they still have the laundry hanging up. Obviously, it's not the same, but laundry hanging up between the windows and stuff. But it was built on top of by the townhouse that they made, and it's just such a fun experience. So we're going to go into there. 9 o'clock, I think we're going to head into there, and then afterwards we're going to hang out. And this is all on the Royal Mile as well, just up the road from the hotel, the Hollywood hotel that we're having the event in, the main event. So we're going to hang out in the Royal Mile as well. You get to see the nightlife of Edinburgh Royal Mile, which is just really cool, buzzing, especially for this time of year and just after the festival. When I went down there, I saw the most pierced. There's a lot going on the Royal Mile, which will take you around and experience, and just be so much fun to hang out with everyone in that small group and get the experience. So, Jay, if you want to scroll down just a little bit,
yeah,
so we can just show them what's included. So not only with the whole Sunday, you know, everything I listed there, plus of course your lunch is still included on the Sunday as well. And in the first 2 days events, you will get the front 2 rows will be reserved for the first 20. So you're right up there at the front. And just as a reminder, for those that were at the last one, and maybe some of you that are attending this time that weren't at the last, Dagan was giving away money last time. It certainly went to more people at the front than at the back. So make sure you
yeah. And Diane was tearing money up.
Yeah, she was tearing it up. We were.
I've still got that. I've still got that torn up £5 note. I've got it.
Rachel,
I kept it.
A £5 note, poor Jay.
I kept it. It broke my heart. And you'd think that would be like more of a Scottish thing to pick that up, but it was me.
Hey.
It's obviously my Scottish part, you know, the Scottish bit in me.
Yeah, so definitely getting in the front 2 rows, you know, just more chance to harass the speakers and get your questions answered in the first 2 days. Get some money, pick up all that money that Diane likes to throw around, and yeah, get nice close and personal.
Yeah, and there's nothing like that.
Oh yeah, wine is included as well on the Sunday. I just saw that there, it reminded me. Always a good point.
It's such a, just to, I think like everybody's going to be in a room. It's like a mastermind group, like talking about the business opportunities, avenues, stuff you didn't know. I mean, Rachel sat with Dagan, and Dagan gave like a couple of sentences of a particular insight, and Rachel went and took action on it, and she had like a £5,000 day, like within a month or something, you know, just from one idea of how to use what she was already doing in a slightly different way. You get loads of that kind of stuff going on. You know, these guys know like things and ways to view things, ways to position stuff, how to use an already existing model in a slightly different way and turn it into like more people, more recruits, more profit. And it, you know, that's what you get when you're getting up close and personal. You're getting relaxed, and everybody's just kind of chewing the fat and really masterminding and hanging out. And incredible experience, incredible opportunity. And I have to say, like, I'm with sort of Diane on this one. It was my favorite part of like the summit, because it was where like tons of extra value was had. Everybody had such a good time being around the speakers and having a drink, and you know, and everybody likes a good drink as well, which is good, you know. Anchor, are you a drinker? Do you like a beer?
Oh yeah, man, I'm a vodka and a beer guy.
Yeah, that.
Plus point.
Oh, you're going to do great over here, Brian. You've got to be. If you're mates with Dagan, you've got to be a drinker, man. There's a.
I gotta be the alcoholic.
Hey, there's no denying what we saw in that video.
Yeah.
You don't know how that's bad. It's mostly Brian's fault. It's mostly Brian's fault.
Brian is like half the height of you, so I doubt he could manage to make you fit.
Yeah, man, I can't make. He's a big boy.
There's more ways than one to make a person do something. They don't have to do.
It was the copy. He wrote good copy. That was it.
Persuasive, yes.
So
should we
let's-
get everyone to reveal their little bonuses for the tickets?
yeah, guys, do you know what you're going to be able to put in for people that get on the bandwagon and they take action fast?
Yeah, so what I can give you guys, and this is only for folks that decide to get enrolled and come hang out with us today, is I will give you guys access to our Maximum Leverage Live workshop, the DVDs, and either we can give them to people physically and ship them to them, or you can give them to them online. Up to you guys, but no one's had access to that training. It was my first live workshop that I did myself. And I know that Brian himself walked away with an idea that started making him an extra $40,000 per month just from that event. So there's a lot of good marketing in that. We sold it only to the people in the room for $297. We have not offered it to anyone else since. And it's like, I don't know, maybe 15 to 20 solid hours of just pure marketing madness that will make you money. So it's our secret. We don't sell it, but we'll let you guys give it to folks tonight. And it goes through everything from email marketing to building big lists to conversions and creating your own products and just how to make a lot of money online. So everyone will like it, and that's what I can share. But it's only, again, just for folks that decide to do it tonight. I like people that move fast. And,
Awesome.
that's the dealio.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Jay, do you want to scroll down so people can see the standard ticket? Because these bonuses are for the standard ticket. Obviously, the VIP is going to be really cool, and we urge you to come along to that. But all of these bonuses are available with the standard ticket page. Who wants to reveal theirs next?
I'll go.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, ladies first.
Well, one, I just want to say, too, I was in the room at Dagan's event, and you guys are kooky if you don't grab that, because that was a pretty profound weekend full of some crazy content. Both Brian and I were there. It was absolutely amazing. I have, for those of you that are newer to all this thing, although I think it would benefit just about anybody, but for those of you that are on the line, that you're just getting going and all this stuff and you're kind of on the edge, should I go to this event, shouldn't I, is it too much, is it too advanced, or anything like that, I have my Cash Copy Clinic, where I take you through all the basics to learn how to create copy and emails that are going to get you paid, going to get people into your programs, get people to click on your affiliate links, etc. We've sold that many, many, many times for $197, so we'll throw that into the kit and caboodle. And I just want to say before I toss it over, and I got to head out, guys. Guys, that VIP opportunity, 20 people in a room with these 6 marketers, wow. Wow, I would fly from the States for this. And if you're listening from the States, this is a really smart thing to come over for. But for those of you that are in the UK, 20 people with this group, I don't even have words for it, Jay. It's that good.
It is. It's
Yeah, that should fly. If you guys are not jumping on that, figure it out, because that doesn't come along very often. I can't think of another event where 20 people got in front of a group like this. It's unheard of. So.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait for all of it, but that day especially. All right,
Lovely.
Brian,
Thank you,
you're
Diane.
gonna go next.
Brian, you're in.
Yeah, I'll play. Cool. I didn't know Diane was going to do whatever she's offering. Is going to be definitely help you print some money. Actually, let me just backtrack there just to take a dig in here, guys. That event, it did that wasn't an exaggeration. I still infinitely owe that guy some beers at every bar we go to because of that. Because holy
Just
numbers.
buy me a car. Buy me a car. I'll take a car.
Yeah.
I mean, quite frankly, we could go buy you a couple of those Audis for what it's worth, because since that event, literally, it took me about a week to set up what I one trip. Literally, that's why events are so cool, guys, because in like an instant, one moment, if I were to pinpoint it, it probably was a 10-second sentence that Dagan said that hit me, went home, implemented what he said and taught there, and that following month, there was over $30,000 in additional revenue to my business, and it's been well over 45 since then, if you were to per month. So that, I don't even know when that event was, but to add that up, and that's what that event has been worth to me, and that giving that away for free is pretty disgusting, man. Always pushing the line. Now we got a freaking running tech. So that with Diane's copywriting thing, I'm just gonna throw another one out. Like, this is pretty cool because she has just a huge loyal legion following, just people that'll die for her pretty much. So she knows what it takes to get people to move and take action. So her copywriting plus what I'm going to show you is essentially, it's something that we created for our last event that I spoke at. And the reason I'm going to give this away is because I've gotten text message, emails, so much praise about this. I mean, toot my own horn, but you guys, I'm excited about this because it goes through basically an hour and a half. It's very condensed, concise, and very much to the point. But an hour and a half, it's going to show you some of the coolest tricks that I know on the copywriting front, and I've been studying it for about 5 years. And it's actually going to go through the most recent MLSP sales letter that is increased our conversions over 120%, and then go over every single slide and why. And you can see how exactly, literally, with a flip of a button, guys. This is how powerful copywriting can be once you learn persuasive and persuasive forms of copywriting and videos and emails, like what Diane's talking about, and NLP and getting emotions involved. It's just like powerful stuff. So that is on a website that is ready to go. In fact, there's also 3 emails that made us over 90 grand, and it's because I use the same principles in the sales video, on top of 40 of my favorite power words that kind of just strike. They paint pictures and images in people's brains, like get people to kind of, you'll see what I mean. I'm not going to go too much into depth right now because that's not what this is about. The bonus, I'll tell you, is worth a ton, and you'll get it instantly with the link ready to go. But you got to buy it before tonight, midnight, your time, which I'm not 100% sure what time that is. But yeah, I'll give the link to these guys. We'll send it over and roll up your sleeves and dig in because it's awesome stuff. I'm pretty excited and happy about it. So that's mine.
That's
Fantastic.
fantastic.
Whoa.
Thank you. What's the value? Sorry, Brian, what was the value? Is there a value on that product?
I mean, literally, yeah. I don't know. You could, it's going to, if you're doing your own sales or copy, capture page stuff, guys. I mean, I've said it's worth $1,000, but if you're doing your own anything, videos, emails, sales letters, this absolutely will dramatically. You don't even know what you don't know inside this stuff. This isn't like feature benefit stuff, which is cool. This is the next level. Get people out of their seats, ready to buy, move, opt in, whatever, register, fill in the blank. Like, this is some very cool ninja stuff. So, if it could just get you 5 to 10 sales a week of whatever you're doing, that is a very, very real number. So you add it up for yourself.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a great way to put that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Anchor, what do you got for us, baby?
First of all, on these bonuses, man, Dagan, I was there in your workshop in Singapore, man, back in February, and the way you teach, you'd absolutely crush it. So yeah, I guess I'll be the first one to grab you that day and get that bonus, from you. And Brian, that formula which you taught in Singapore, wherein you go that down and up, you have like, let's say 4 lines written down, and then the next 4 lines written on the upper side of the page. that was a very interesting takeaway from me in that event, and since then I've been using that in a lot of my sales videos, and yeah, I've seen my conversions from up. So the guys whom you're Mr. Dagan, Brian, Diane, these guys are the gurus. I have been following all of them since like 2008 when I was a nobody in this industry, and it's like the kind of bonuses that they're sharing, it's very powerful. What I will throw in as a bonus is. All right, it's kind of pretty non-internet stuff, but it is the single most important thing for anybody who is trying to build a huge network marketing organization. There was a point in a time in my career when I was, in my first 2 years, I was kind of signing up a lot of people. I kind of mastered the internet. I was signing a lot of people, but I was having no duplication in my teams, and I was the only one pretty much working. And that was the time I kind of, got into a mentorship of a person who has built teams like, over 5 million people in his network marketing company and took a company to $1 billion. So that person, he shared those secrets, and I started to implement those secrets in my business. And it was because of those secrets, my team went from like 1,000 to 10,000 to 33,000 and to 100,000. And in 2011, sometime, I think it was May or something, I did a kind of a closed workshop with about 30 people in Malaysia, in KL. And those were all the top leaders in my team in the Southeast Asia Pacific region. And I kind of shared those secrets with them. That was called as a 9-step duplication formula, And so I guess, yeah, I'll throw that as a bonus. If you want to build huge network marketing teams and you're looking for some massive checks, duplication is the key. And that 9-step duplication process will help you explode your teams all across. I think that should be cool.
I think that is super cool, mate. Are you still selling that course? You still sell the course?
In fact, I'm very shortly about to come up with a kind of kind of strong membership website for network marketing, and so that would be that's a part of a paid content inside that membership website.
That's fantastic.
It's not yet released.
Brilliant. That's really great, guys. Those bonuses are fantastic. And again, just like you guys, they all gel together pretty darn well. So if that's just from effectively the little bonuses, goodness me, the live event is going to blow your nuts off. So I think we're good, people. That you gotta make the move. The Internet MLM Summit.co.uk/buy. We have the VIP tickets there, and I call it a standard ticket, but that really just makes it sound wrong because there's nothing standard about this event. It's there's a platinum and a VIP really, and actually it's nothing standard about what we got going on here. So I think you've been given 4. Then there's me and Rachel, 5, 6. Then there's Lynn, who I haven't really mentioned much about. There's a ton of good reasons that you need to jump on and come and get this training, come and get this experience, come and get this education, and start to apply these principles and watch what starts to happen to your income. We're going to be sharing what's happened to us through the summer as well, as we've continued on growing and developing. And yeah, goodness me, we're laying ourselves out bare a little bit too. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So guys, you've got to move. You've got to move. The Internet MLM Summit.co.uk/buy. We've got Anne is on here. Bought my ticket. It's going to be a fantastic investment from Anne. Thank you, Anne. Fantastic. Thank you. Great stuff that you're in. So people move to the site. Go get your ticket. Book it. Do it. It's one of those things you can think about it. Oh, should I? Shouldn't I? And I've never really, I've never invested that much into myself or my business before, and I totally get that. The first event I went to, I was really sort of unsure, and it was like £497 was my first event, and it was November 2009, and I went to that event in Manchester in the UK. It was an Ed Dale event, and that was in the November. 3 weeks later in the December, I'd launched the MLM Edge that began a massive part of my journey and my story and income, literally within 3 weeks of going to that live 3 days and getting again, we're back to real foundations, which is what you're going to get here. So I can't recommend the events enough. I can't recommend stepping over that line and just having that little bit of needed blind faith as you just sort of get to grips with investing in yourself in this way. And I absolutely we have a promise rule in our house, and my son and my daughter know it, that if I say promise to them, it means I can never lie. It's an absolute house rule, and we're developing that with him. And now, actually, he corners me now because he gets me to agree to go out and play tennis and football, and then says, promise? I'm like, yes, I promise. And he's like, well, no, that's it now, you can't lie. And I'm like, bam, he's cornered me again, the little swine, you know? And so for you guys, same promise rule, I promise, you know? Can't be fairer than that. It will change the shape of what you're doing, and the other things that we're bringing in to help with belief and not being overwhelmed, so you use the training properly after the event. We've got all of that covered for you. And whether you're new, slightly more experienced, or a veteran, I'm telling you, there is something for all of you at this event. There's something for all of you, that you're going to leave a changed individual from this event. So let's head over the internet, mlmsummit.co.uk/buy. Go grab your ticket. Can't wait to get the details out to you, and we'll see you there. It's not long away now. It's about a month, 5 weeks, guys, isn't it? 5 weeks.
Yep.
How exciting!
So huge thanks to all of you guys, especially Anchor up in the middle of the night. Brian Dagan with your jet lag, thank you so much. Diane's had to leave, but huge thanks to Diane as well.
Absolutely. Dagan, thank you so much, man. I caught, like, you just got back from the Singapore trip. You must be so tired. And Dagan picked up my message like at 5 to 8 our time and said, yeah, I'm here, man. Like, have you got the link? And jumped straight on. So, like, thank you so much for doing that. Anchor for staying up late. Brian, first time on with us, been an absolute privilege, and thank you for staying for the whole duration as well. Really, really appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure, man. Anything to help y'all. I can't wait to get out there.
We're just going to have so much fun there. I can't wait. I'm going to be getting up there a few days early, and you know, we might have the odd whiskey. Dagan, I think I promised we'd find a We're going to go play snooker this time, aren't we? They're big on snooker in Scotland. We're going to go find a snooker club.
That's right.
Yeah, you have 9-ball pool in the States. We got snooker, so we're going to go find a snooker club and have some whiskey. So let's do it, man. Can't wait. Guys, thank you very much. The website again, everybody, the internet, mlmsummit.co.uk/buy. Those bonuses are available till midnight. Go get it. Take the leap. Make the step. Take the plunge. Drink the drink. Smoke the fag. Whistle a whistle. Sing a tune. Do what you... Okay, I'm done. I'm out of here.
Good night.
Thanks, guys. Look forward to seeing everyone.
Good.
Anchor, all you guys, Dagan, Jay, yeah, Rachel. Love you guys.
Take care, guys. See ya.
Bye.